Entrepreneurship is something you've always wanted to do. Working for someone else has become tedious, and you would enjoy having the freedom and responsibility that comes with owning and operating your own enterprise. But you don't have much in the way of starting capital, or any for that matter, which makes it difficult to get started. So you're probably thinking that you're out of luck, right? Luckily for you, laptop lifestyler, we've produced a list of the 7 businesses that you can start for free. This doesn't require expensive training or degrees, fancy equipment, or lots of materials, space, or products. That being said, plenty of the businesses that we will mention in this video require at a minimum regular access to a computer, the internet, and perhaps a car. However, if you've got those sorted already, dive right in. If you think creatively, you're bound to find a business idea that suits your skill set. Without a lot of millions to start the business, you need to rely on yourself to create value. And what you can do is offer your services to other people, which is basically just trading your time for money. But then you're thinking, hey, I thought trading time for money was something we weren't trying to do. But the answer to that is no, especially at the start, when you're just starting out the business, and especially when you're starting out without any money. It's likely that you will have to trade time for money. And then as you keep building this business and scale it up, that's when you can actually get to a point where you aren't trading your direct time for money. Or you'll have set up processes that allow you to keep making money even when you are not working. Guys, it's so much easier to make money these days than it was back like 50 years ago. And the sole reason for this is all due to the internet. A lot of these ideas require literally just a laptop like this. Some of the ideas we'll be talking about in this video are more personal, but a lot of this idea is something you can literally just do with a computer. And everything on this list is scalable. You can turn it into a 6, 7, or even maybe an 8-figure business. So, let's get this video started. Print on demand is the first of the top business ideas that you can start with little or no money. This is a business model that allows you to start a clothing company without having to invest any money up front. In practice, when a customer orders, let's say, a shirt from your website, this factory or supplier will immediately begin manufacturing the shirt. They will print on demand, as the name implies, and then ship it to you directly from their facility. As a result, aside from providing excellent customer service, there is nothing else you need to do in order for that shirt to be printed and shipped out for you. In a way, it's sort of like drop shipping. There's no need to buy bulk. There's no need to place a big order ahead of time before you've actually made any orders. And as a result, a lot of risks are taken out. You don't need to keep inventory, and it's a lot easier to start. If you have a good idea for making t-shirts, then print on demand is one of the best and easiest ways to get into e-commerce. Honestly, when we were starting out our own clothing brand that's actually flopped, we wish we knew about print on demand because that would have made things so much easier. You know, our profits would have been a little bit less. But the startup cost, handling inventory, all that stuff would be so much easier. It's a great way to test an idea before actually committing and creating a big order from overseas. To get started, there are sites like Printify and Shopify that allow you to use this business model. We'll link them in the description below, so if you're interested in actually starting out your own print-on-demand shop, those are probably the 2 best places to start. We will say that trademark infringement is one of the big things you have to look out for. When you are doing print-on-demand, a lot of the popular slogans and designs may be copyrighted. So if you aren't sure, you'll probably want to talk to a copyright lawyer or someone like that, because you definitely don't want to run into any problems when you are doing your first business. The biggest and hardest part about any company, especially print-on-demand, is the marketing. You can create a really cool product, but if you don't market it correctly, then no one's gonna know about it, and no one's gonna buy it. So we really recommend using social media. Use sites like TikTok and Instagram. Try and give Instagram influencers and TikTok influencers clothes and see if they'll post content for you, especially TikTok. This platform is still very undervalued. The influencers are all underpaid right now because it's brand new. No one really knows how much they're worth. So we think if you send pretty products to a bunch of TikTok influencers, you'll have a really good shot at having them make content for you. And that will definitely be a good return on your investment. Like we said before, if you're interested in this business model, there are a lot of more in-depth guides available on YouTube that you guys will find extremely helpful. Print on demand is a very good, cheap, and easy way to get into e-commerce. Okay, moving on to the next top business idea for starting up. A niche content blog. Well, what we mean by this is you want to start up a blog that is centered around a specific category. For example, this could be like MacBook accessories, personal finance lamps. Like, there are so many different categories that you guys can make a blog about. It doesn't have to be something that you're extremely passionate about, but it does have to be something that you think you can monetize. And now you're probably wondering, how can a content blog actually make money? The way it works is, with this blog, you generate traffic through your blog posts and articles. The goal is to get these articles ranked high on search engines such as Google. In these posts, you'll have like how-tos, top 10 of whatever anything that gives value to the reader. And in these articles, you'll also have their affiliate links. And that's how you actually directly make money through a content website. When people click on these links and they buy that product or service, you'll make a percentage of the revenue. So laptop lifestyler, this is the perfect business to start if you don't have any money. Use a free blogging tool such as Wix.com to quickly and easily set up your first blog in a matter of hours or minutes. It's extremely simple. Or you can use WordPress in conjunction with a web host such as Bluehost to create a blog that is more advanced and fully customizable. For the majority of people who are just getting started, Wix is a great way to create a professional-looking website without the hassle of all these customizations and having all these different plugins. And we promise you that you can literally set up a blog in one single afternoon with Wix. However, one important aspect of this business concept is that you must create a large amount of valuable content. It's going to be extremely difficult to maintain consistency with this type of business, and if you also don't enjoy writing. And the reason why you can make so much money with a niche blog like this is that all of the people who are coming in and reading your posts from sites such as Google.com are hot leads. They're actively searching for this type of content. And as a result, when you rank for these keywords, it means that these people are more likely to purchase whatever product or services you're offering. Affiliation income is no laughing matter, and there are many people who earn 6- and 7-figure incomes solely through their blogs. The most difficult part of this is getting traffic and convincing that initial audience to do something. So you must create extremely high-quality content. You must first establish a strong audience following, and then you must figure out how to rank highly on search engines. People believe that blogging is no longer relevant, but we believe that there is still a huge untapped market and potential in blogging, and that this is a great business that you can start in 2022 with no money out of pocket. Alright, our third top business idea is door-to-door sales. For example, you can solve things such as home security, pest control, solar energy, and the list is endless. We know you're probably thinking people see these sales as sort of sleazy and really low on the totem pole. But it's not always that way, and there are a ton of very legit door-to-door jobs that you can actually get. Since most of them are commission-based, the earnings potential for these jobs is extremely high. In door-to-door sales, you normally start off as a rep, which means that you'll be door knocking to generate business. There are unlimited doors that you can knock on, or at least enough where one person cannot possibly turn off all of them. And as a result, it's all about how much work you put in. It is a tough job, and you'll see a ton of rejection. It's gonna be hard at times, but if you're successful with this, you can make a huge income. A lot of people think that door-to-door salesmen need to be extreme extroverts. However, the truth is that you can actually be an introvert and be one of the best salesmen. So really, people of all different types of personalities can really excel with this type of job. There are people like Chandler David Smith, who's another YouTuber. We really enjoy watching his videos, and he actually started off selling pest control. He still does this, and it's a great income source for him. It's also an extremely great learning opportunity. Like, having this training and doing sales is going to help you out in pretty much any business that you start in the future. Now, this is specifically targeted at college students, but with these door-to-door sales companies, a lot of them target these students who just work over the summer months, and then after that, they return to school. But in the summer months, you can make a ton of money. So, if you're returning home from school or taking a break, this can be a fantastic business from which you can learn a great deal. You're probably also wondering how you can effectively scale this type of business. As we previously stated, you start out as a representative, but if you are exceptionally good at what you do, you will eventually rise to the position of manager. Once in this position, you can recruit other people to become representatives, and you will receive a percentage of the revenue that they generate. In this case, you are unable to work, just recruiting and making money. Okay, next on our list is personal branding. and we call this the business that will bring in more business. Personal branding won't bring you any money indirectly, but it will make your opportunities for making money much greater, more efficient, and more successful. We will give a rundown of personal branding and why it's so good. To build a successful personal brand, you need to build your social media account on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever platforms are popular in your country. You also need to build your influence by building a reputation. You want to think about what you're good at, what value you can bring to others, and also what type of change and knowledge you want to inspire in other people. Personal branding is such an overlooked business opportunity. People don't think that this is actually a business. But guys, this is the thing that you want to focus on a lot of time if you want to start a company in the future. Personal branding literally equates to free marketing for any business you start later on. So, going to one of our friend's businesses, he failed earlier on his clothing business, and the reason why that failed was because of marketing. When it comes to starting another clothing business, now that he has established some sort of personal brand, he believes he has significant advantages over his competitors. Before, no one knew who he was. They didn't really care about him, and as a result, they didn't see the point in purchasing his clothing. As soon as you've established some level of influence, any product or service you offer will be associated with your personal brand, which will make the process of getting started much simpler. One of the most important things that you can invest in to build your personal brand is your time. It does not require any money, but it does require a significant amount of your time. Posting on social media is completely free, and creating valuable content is also completely free. The cost of getting started with your personal brand is going to be zero, and you can do it while working another job, doing other side hustles, or doing anything else you want. The possibilities are endless. This is a long-term strategy. It's something that we see a lot of people overlook in the business world. So that's why we want to include it on this list, because we believe it is extremely important. And if you start building your personal brand early on, you will have a significant advantage in whatever you do in the future. So our number 5 business idea, which requires no mega start, is becoming a virtual assistant. If you want to work remotely and you want to learn the ins and outs of a company, being a virtual assistant on Fiverr or Upwork is the best way to start. This is a service-based business where you are basically working as an assistant for some company owner or whoever it is that needs services done. So there's gonna be more menial tasks such as word processing, Excel sheets, and basically anything that frees up the time of the person that is hiring you. We love this business opportunity because it allows you to become well-rounded on the back end of any business. To become a successful virtual assistant, the person hiring you is going to have to train you, and as a result, you'll learn everything about the business, how they operate, how they run, what tasks they have to do on a day-to-day basis. And while at first glance that sounds kind of boring, you must not actually learn so much from that. We suggest finding a company on Fiverr in an industry that you are passionate about and an industry where you might want to create your own business in the future. This is the easiest way to learn tons and tons about that industry while still making some money. By becoming a virtual assistant, you will not be making a lot of money. In fact, you will not be making much at all. What's most important is that you gain valuable experience while still earning money, so don't get discouraged. This is similar to an internship in that you are compensated for your time and efforts. Given that you're only one person and can only work a certain number of hours as a virtual assistant per day, this is going to be difficult to scale. However, one way to scale this is to establish a staffing agency composed entirely of virtual assistants, which you can then contract out to other businesses. Finding virtual assistants who are trainable and possess some fundamental skills is something you're doing as part of your job search. Therefore, you can take a cut of whatever compensation they receive and use that money to generate passive income for yourself and your family. Overall, becoming a virtual assistant is a fantastic way for you to earn money from the comfort of your own home while also learning the intricacies of the industry. If you do it correctly, you will walk away with some money, but you will also walk away with a great deal of knowledge about how to run a business in the process. Okay. Moving on to number 6 on our list, personal training. If you're big on the fitness, then we think this is one of the most rewarding and scalable businesses that are on this list. Guys, literally the possibilities are endless if you're into fitness. The thing most people start out with is in-person training sessions. But then you can get more creative. You can start selling online training guides and workout plans. So the first step in building a personal training business is, well, you want to know how to build a good body. You need to know what good form is, what exercises there are, and also how to get certain results by combining different exercises and techniques so that your client can get the best results possible. Now, many trainers will get a certification, and this does cost money. But you don't have to do this. What we do recommend is once you start making some money with your personal training business, we recommend reinvesting that. Get your certification, and that will help you out greatly in the future. So the first way that most people start out with personal training is just doing in-person training sessions. This gives you experience, testimonials, and referrals. From there, that's when you can actually start moving on to online personal training. Online personal training is the easiest way to scale this type of business. This way you can reach more people, have more clients at the same time, and just impact a lot more people. What you can do is sell customized workout plans based on your clients' wants and needs. Later on, if you're good at nutrition, you can create meal plans for them. This is a business opportunity where, yes, you can create monthly income by charging monthly fees. Sales become recurring income. So let's say you have a client that pays you $250 a month. If you have 50 clients like that, which is entirely possible if it's online training, then boom, that's $12,000 a month, and that's $150,000 per year. All this costs no money because it is a service-based business. It's reliant on the experience and knowledge that you have. Like any businesses, the start is the hardest game. Those first initial clients are the hardest, but you'll find that if you're good at what you do, they will refer you to their friends and family, and your business will literally start looking like that. So we actually wanted to do something like this before, but never got around to it. If you guys like fitness, if you want to help impact people and help people get into shape, then this could be a great opportunity and business to start with no money. Okay, next up on my list is becoming a TikTok manager. TikTok is the newest and fastest growing social media platform with almost 1 billion active users. We think that TikTok is going to take over IG. Well, we guess we'll see, because it seems like some countries are starting to ban this app. But still, this is the opportunity that you've been waiting for. If you've ever wanted to grow on social media fast, then this is the app to do it. It is so much easier to grow on TikTok than on YouTube or Instagram. Like, we are talking at least 50 to 100 times easier. For example, we know someone who got over 300,000 followers on TikTok in literally 7 days. Now, granted that he is an amazing content creator, but still, that is literally impossible on any other platform. What we mean by this is that creators need help managing brand deals, working with brands, finding sponsorship opportunities, negotiating contracts. There's a huge influx of growth influencers on this platform, and that is why we see such a huge untapped market in this industry. Right now, TikTok influencers are not charging a lot. No one really knows what they're worth. So if you are really good at negotiating brand deals, finding opportunities for your clients, then yeah, the demand is there and people will find you. And they will find your services extremely valuable. You have to have a good understanding of the platform. Of course, you need to know how to pitch your client to different brands, different companies, and you need to know how to put deals together. And if you can make a lot. The standard rate seems to be between 10 to 20% of the revenue from these deals. Well, what we recommend doing is reach out to the smaller influencers, people like us. Offer your services and tell them how you can help them make more money. Give them an offer that they can't refuse, because your first clients are the hardest to get. Give them good results, and that will lead to word of mouth, which will lead to referrals from other people. And creators, they know other creators. So if you can do a good job for one creator, they are going to refer you to their friends. The way you can scale this is you can turn it into a full-blown agency. Once you become well-known, you can start your own agency, hire other agents, and start getting bigger and bigger influencers on your roster list. This is a super cool opportunity. And if you know about TikTok, you know how fast this platform is growing and how much potential there is for representing all these new influencers. In other words, you don't need a lot of money to start a business these days, and we hope you found our list to be extremely helpful. We are aware that some of these concepts are more obscure, while others are more common. However, while these are genuine ideas, they are not the type of ideas that can be immediately transformed into 5, 6, or 7-figure businesses. There are plenty of opportunities on this list, as well as throughout the world. We have to say that you must take action, become comfortable with the situation, and simply begin doing things while learning as you go. That has served as our life model, and it has proven to be extremely successful for us. Keep in mind that these are only ideas. In order to turn them into actual businesses, you must put them into action. You will thank us later if you start taking action and starting your first business right away. That's it for this video, Laptop Lifestyler. Remember to subscribe to our channel. And if you feel like we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person, as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you'll start to see results. See you soon!